Check. We know what time it is. You see 3 people across the table from me. It is, of course, Thursday Night School with my co-host, DJ.
Trini D. They call me Trini D. This is Thursday Night School.
And
what
we
up,
got
y'all?
2 special guests in the building. Starting from my right, his left, we got my homeboy, the main person I invited tonight. What's your name, brother? I ain't gonna call. I know you for too long. I ain't gonna just introduce you.
Hey, man.
I make him say his name all the time.
Man, this your boy Mouce. Mouce Graham on the gram.
Yeah.
You already know what it is. We in here. Night school. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Night school. School of Hard Knocks.
Yes, sir. Who else we got up in here, man? If you want to introduce him, he can introduce himself.
Country boy Ray from
Country
the
boy.
boot,
How country are you, bro?
Louisiana.
Okay, he pretty
Yeah,
country.
he country. He country.
He probably ate some coons on before.
Yeah.
See, he admitted to it. All right. But y'all, thank you for coming down tonight, man. I just want to make sure I let everybody know. I've known Mouce for a long time.
Okay.
Way back from Tally days.
Tally.
In between people we know of each other, going to house parties and seeing stuff.
Word.
But he's been working on his music. He's
House
originally from
parties.
Orlando. Been featured in magazines. Been one of the Orlando artists that really just peaked at right before Ozone. The Ozone magazine dead it out. The turn of the streaming wars. He was really pushing. He's still pushing now. I'm proud of you, brother.
Yes, sir. You already know.
You also. What else do you do now besides be a rapper? I know you do other things outside being a rapper.
I mean, I'm an actor as well.
Yeah,
Like a
drop
dude
some names. Drop some famous co-hosts you've had.
Who you got?
I mean, I've worked with
Sprinkle some
a few
names.
people here and there.
humble brag.
Bro, you better name drop.
Nah, you the DJ, man. You name.
All right, fine. He done worked in the movie with J-Lo.
Word.
Yes.
Which movie?
Lila and Eve.
Lila and Eve.
Yeah. Check it out on Netflix tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's a good movie if you got a nice young lady. You want to
Was the
cuddle up
booty fat
with.
in
You know
person?
what I mean?
Was the booty fat in person?
I mean, man, that's like the. No, hold on. Can we like get blood rawness, or we gotta keep it?
We can
squeaky.
We don't have to be too squeaky, but you got to be respectful.
Okay,
There you go. Yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way. That's the number 1 ninja question. And y'all know what
Okay,
I
know what you mean.
Okay.
Y'all know what I really gonna say.
Okay.
That's every ninja. You know what I'm saying?
But you
Soon as
gotta
I got
answer the
back
question, though.
From the set. That's the first thing. It was like, oh.
That's the first question.
Nobody asks, like, so, how's the experience? How'd you like the set?
Me and you've already talked about that.
I know. I'm not saying it from you. I'm not saying
for the
you
people.
directly saying it like, oh, man, you are.
But that's what everybody gets at you saying.
I'm saying that like that's basically like the number 1 thing that people ask. You know?
Okay.
So I mean, and to answer that question, respectfully.
Wait, look at the thespian voice he's putting on.
I love it. I love it. Respect.
Respectfully.
Respectfully as possible. Yeah. Now you gotta hit him with that. One must strive. Nah, but just to be totally respectful, like
she's married now.
She's very beautiful young lady.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
If that's all I'm gonna get, I gotta take it, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She looks just as good in person as she does on film or anything else. But in the film that we were shooting, though, she was more of like a rough character. So she wasn't all dolled up, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. How new was this movie?
You know what I'm saying?
How recent was this?
I think it came out like 2015.
Oh, so pretty recent, like 4 or 5 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and then what was the name of it? Just so we can.
Lila and Eve.
Lila and Eve. Get that
actually
Netflix view tonight.
He actually has a legit scene with her.
Flick it up.
I was a fan of the movie.
Up. We're vibing.
And didn't even know I was watching him.
Oh snap! You didn't even know
I met him when I got the Full Cell.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then and then I had to went back and watch the movie, and he kept telling me like, "Oh shit."
He's like, "Oh, I know that guy."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, a lot of people was like that, like like saw the movie, you know what I'm saying, and then like, hold up, yeah. But she's very beautiful. But I will say this too, though, that like, and my brother, you can attest to this.
Yes, I can.
I love Jen. I love Jennifer. Shout out to Jennifer. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me when you're in Florida. But anyways, there is at FAMU.
Yes.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Where my rattlers at? Where my rattlers
I love J-Lo. Now, you know what I'm saying? But if you are on the set on a Friday, you will see 30 J-Los.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. All
I
right.
promise you.
I mean,
you know what I'm
you see a
saying?
couple
And
salons-
she's
you see a couple
beautiful.
salons
She's a
too.
superstar.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I love her.
And you said this is where
I'm
exactly?
just telling
Tallahassee,
y'all.
Florida. The highest of
No.
Florida.
You said Tallahassee? It's FAMU.
Yes,
And
sir.
Florida State get with too.
Florida State got a Florida State got a lot of nice ones too.
So FAMU and FSU, what building?
Just a campus.
Anywhere,
Just
every
campus.
building. I promise you.
Which parking lot do I park in?
Parking
as close
deck.
you can to the set.
To the set,
Okay,
yeah.
to the city. Okay, I
To the
got
set.
you. I got you.
That's like the
promise,
quad.
bro.
You know?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, like the, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
trying to make sure I
Meet
got
up
the prime
area.
time spot
Look,
when I get
it's
up
like-
there in
Maybe
town.
homecoming
You know what I
next year,
mean?
you're riding. Let's go.
Yeah, even, I mean, if you go to Classic, you'll see a lot of things, but
They'll come
Classic
down.
is like a mixture of a lot of things. It's like a mixture of like
Local.
you know, part
Right.
local, part college, part street. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't know what's what. But when you at homecoming, you know what I'm saying? Homecoming's a mix too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you're on the set on a Friday,
He'll put it this way.
just any regular Friday, just a regular March 12th.
Yeah.
My brother, the things that you will see.
Okay.
I'm
I'm marking down the
I
date.
promise.
I already got the
Bam,
location.
I'm telling you.
everything you need.
I'm telling you, Tallahassee.
Just pop up.
FAMU campus is like any other HBCU. Anybody who's been to HBCU can tell you. You walk on campus, every day is like a fashion show.
All right, for
So
sure.
like brothers
Lit.
are wearing trying to wear damn near in the club fit trying to come to
sure.
campus because the baddies out there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Fridays like you got to get a little dressed up more because they got the music. Boy, DJ Loose Kids out there or other DJs DJing on campus.
Shout out.
Right at lunchtime, people just stop what they doing, start dancing. The frats start stepping. You know what I'm saying? It's just okay. Stomp the yard.
Yeah.
Pretty much think that house party they have in there.
Yeah.
But just out and open on
It
campus.
was real. Okay. So Tallahassee is where it's at.
Like,
Man,
but
we
for
poppin'.
real, like, you know what I mean? And nice and raw and uncut.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you did Lila and Eve with J-Lo. What other projects have you worked on? I know you probably you don't got a top J-Lo or nothing. I'm just saying. What
I
other
mean,
projects in
no, we're
general?
going to top that. I mean, it's,
Okay, okay.
It's in the works.
That's what I want to hear.
it's
Okay, I
definitely-
like that motivation.
Yeah, but I mean, the turnaround is also on Netflix
Okay.
and Amazon Prime and all the streaming
Yeah.
sites. Also, I've been in a few TV shows here and there.
Okay.
Fatal Attraction.
Nice.
I got another movie too that's on Netflix. When Love Happens Again. It's a Nigerian film. It's a Nollywood film.
Shout
I did a
out.
couple Nollywood films too, just because I want, like, I love my brothers and sisters over there. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
love my brothers and sisters over here. But it's like we don't always, like, I don't know. It's not always the eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? Because like they have certain perceptions about us, and I think we have certain perceptions
Communication,
about
yeah.
them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's why I want to do stuff like that. And even once I get even bigger and bigger, you know what I'm saying, still do like a couple Nollywood films. Like imagine if Will Smith right now did like a Nollywood film.
That's
you know what I'm
insane,
saying?
yeah.
Like that'd be crazy. So like just to bridge the gap, because it's almost like, you know what I'm saying, like we are the lost children. You get what I'm saying? Like we ain't from nowhere. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I am. I don't know about y'all. I know you Trini. So
Trini,
of course.
yeah.
So, right.
So I can relate.
comes
Yeah.
with the name.
So I can relate. I get you.
You know what I'm saying? But so you know where you're from,
Yeah.
kind of, pretty much.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, but you know where you're from, but you know where you're from. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as it goes back in my lineage. You
Nah,
get
I
what I'm
got
saying?
you. Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
Like, we like the lost children. But with that being said, I don't know where I was going with that. What were we talking
He's just
about?
dropping knowledge.
Different
Yeah, I'm talking
projects,
about- I don't know what we're talking
Nollywood films and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's why I want to still do stuff like that, like, because I want to show them that, like, yo, we the same, you know what I'm saying? And I want them to feel that way because, like, a lot of my brothers and sisters over there, you know what I'm saying, they have perception about Americans and, like, how we are and stuff like that and why we are, how we are. But, you have to understand that to understand anything
Absolutely.
at first. Once
Yes.
you understand that we are the lost children, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But at the end of the day,
We're all
we
the
got
same.
the sauce.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Everybody want to be us.
That's true.
Must have been something to it. I don't know. But we got the sauce. Everybody want to be, you know what I'm saying, young black Americans.
Absolutely.
We set the trends of everything and anything. So,
Well, I'll put it this way. It's important for us to know that connection. Like my girlfriend, she's Puerto Rican, but she's black Puerto Rican. The whole thing about it is think about it. The only thing that matters is the diaspora. our connection, where we travel from, is us coming together, working together. So you working with in Nollywood, it's important for you to understand them, to understand you to understand them, and that's important for everybody else to understand you to understand them, and that's why we can get a larger understanding. So the diaspora, Trinidad, Tobago, St. Kitts.
Some people got dropped off other places along the way.
Absolutely.
Look, fam, I say everything. We're all just a boat stop away.
But that's legit. What I want, and it's not just Africans, but I want even like everybody needs to understand that.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times, like especially like in this country, and even like other, like think about the Dominican and Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, bro, you're the same. Like, you're black, bro.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. You're black, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, when Sammy Sosa's hitting home runs, you get what I'm saying? He's Dominican.
Yeah.
Look, fam.
when Ray locked up,
yeah,
you know, not to put, no, not
damn Ray, you been in jail, Ray? Free Ray.
Let's not say that. Rewind that. We're not even saying that. But when JJ locked up, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is he? You get what I'm saying?
He black.
So, you know,
all I'm saying, Sammy was cool
don't believe the hype.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sammy was cool until he did that little bleaching.
He's Mr. Pepto.
I don't know what he did.
I
don't know why.
Sammy lost me, man.
He got lost. That's
what killed me was when that one day he wore a pink and white shirt with a pink hat,
and it just matched.
He just matched.
It just matched his skin.
But of course, Mouse, you do outside of movies, you do music, you work with other artists. Who's the artist you working with right now? Shout it all out. You know what I mean? We're gonna get more in the back end.
We're working with a lot of different. I work with artists that I like, really vibe with, and like can be cool with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, it's cool sometimes. I mean, I'm not against like, all right, boom, this is like, like this benefits both of us to just do a record of it's like, all right, you know, your analytics mixed with mine will do good and different things like that. You know, that's cool, but I'd rather like work like with people that, you know what I'm saying, I really like, you know, can vibe with it. I don't have to like, you know what I'm saying, like, so I rock with, you know what I'm saying, like, shout out to my dude Haitian Fresh, you know what I'm saying,
shout out
Fresh, got a lot of things coming, you know what I'm saying, so we got a track on YouTube right now. We got a few other things in the works, you know what I'm saying? That's the homie, you know what I'm saying? I mean, producers, HB Titan, you know what I'm saying?
Local.
Shout out.
Wake Me When I Die, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, now I'm, you know, I don't, see, that's why I don't like to get naming individual things because I always forget people and stuff like that.
All right, fine, we'll
so
move on.
We supposed to collaborate.
But shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that I'm rocking with, because that means I really rock with you if I'm rocking with you. You get what I'm saying?
But outside of that, we're here to talk news, man.
Yeah.
Are you ready to talk some news with us?
Let's talk.
Have you been keeping up with the news in hip hop?
Let's talk news.
I mean, you consider yourself a rapper, but do you keep up with the news in your
what's
craft?
going on, bro? I be knowing what's going on.
Right,
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
So
then you must have known about the biggest news over this past headline and Twitter weekend on Sunday nights.
It blew up, fam.
It blew up. Everybody's been talking about it.
What been talking about?
You're supposed to know the news, Mouse.
Oh, well, I don't say it, and I'm gonna know it.
For those who don't know, ladies and
Come on,
gentlemen,
Ray. You know the
arguably the biggest international hip hop star
That you know thus far.
by the name of Drake
Drizzy.
was
I
booed
know that. Come
off stage
Booed
at
off
the
stage.
Flog Concert, Tyler the Creator's Festival in
And
Cali.
Let's give a little backstory.
man.
Yes.
A little backstory, of course, was there was fans anticipating
Yes.
that the mystery artist was going to be Frank Ocean.
Now this is
For some reason.
this is Tyler the Creator's
So, but
Festival.
how would they? You can't think you know.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
Unless
So-
they was giving out hints that
throughout the
leading them
show
to
or
think
something.
that it was gonna be.
Really, the only hint is that this is Tyler the Creator's Festival. Frank Ocean's associated.
assuming that. You're
yeah,
assuming-
but that's it.
assuming
That's
like
it.
a crazy woman.
That's it. That's
and,
it.
and Frank dropped
Yes.
some songs earlier in that lead up to that. They're like, oh, Frank's dropping songs.
But no, nothing.
Flog,
They ain't
Gnaw.
been like barely anything in terms of that. So
Well, let's just say they're looking for that Frank Ocean cocaine. That's all they want.
yeah, they need that
want that-
dose.
they
They
want
need
that
that dose.
They wanted that
I
Nova
understand
cane.
that does that. You do have to say that too, because people have just been saying, "Oh yeah, Drake got mood," but yeah, you do got to say that too. They're like, "Hey,
The crowd was
they were
expecting somebody
somebody
else.
else."
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, even if you can't say like, "All right, oh, it's LeBron James," or whatever. Like, But if they was there with 30 people in a Steph Curry jersey,
Yeah,
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Then it's
Exactly.
like, all right, you know what I mean?
So that's what I do want to put that out there, just because you want to.
You take it different.
Yeah,
One-
you got to
one-
get on the facts. You want to know the backstory to
Yeah.
it. So on the billing, it was 3 question marks. So people was like, it's gonna be 3 people, and it ended up being 3 people. I forgot who the first 2 was.
Yeah.
One was Uzi Vert.
Yeah, Uzi. I can't remember the middle person. Uzi was the first one.
Yeah, Uzi was the first one. Somebody else came out, and then the third person, everybody was expecting to be Frank, and then it ends up being Drizzy Drake. So
Bro, if you got Uzi and Drake coming out, like, you have nothing to complain about at all.
No, how hard it is. Hey,
I agree.
Uzi Vert to want to come out and perform, like as much antics as he does. It's hard to get him to want because
You know what that is? What they call that? The psychology stuff. You're a psychologist. What they call that? The group think or crowd
Yeah,
something.
it's
whatever.
like- it's-
That's all that. That's all that was, bro.
And they do
everybody
say-
just
Popular
goes along with
belief,
the crowd,
yeah,
bro.
popular belief. Everybody goes
going
along
on
with
with
it.
the crowd,
It was
you know what I
ASAP
mean?
Rocky, by the way.
A$AP Rocky,
So
yeah.
you're right. If it's ASAP Rocky,
got
Uzi
A$AP.
Vert, and Drake, I agree with
It's
you.
hard,
bro.
it's hard to get those.
I agree with you, man.
It's so expensive to get those 3.
Yo.
And Tyler pulled.
He should have made them people
favors.
leave. He should have made them people leave.
So
No, it started out with a little group in the front, right?
it started off with just some people in the front, just obviously mad, obviously disappointed, and then it got to like a bigger group of people, just starting to boo. I don't think it was obviously the whole crowd, but just a lot of people who was apparent.
It was enough.
And then it got to the point where Drake heard it. Drake felt it and was like, literally questioning, "Do y'all want me to keep finishing?
He
Y'all
said
want to
out
keep
loud?
going?" And he's like, I
Aight.
go by the name of Drake, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Put the mic down.
So he handled it like a professional. I mean, Drake, before he was a rapper, was a professional. We
Yeah,
all know
facts.
that. Like he's
Wheelchair Jimmy.
yeah, Wheelchair Jimmy. He been in production behind cameras. He knows how to handle
that's true.
this.
He handled that right.
So he
That's
handled it
actually-
perfectly. Like people
that's
would.
actually
Some
good.
people might curse out the crowd. Some people might still
slam
perform.
down the mic.
Yeah,
Oh.
do something. He
Wade
handled
through the mic.
real professionally.
I would, now that you said that,
Yeah.
now I wouldn't do it. But I
See?
probably would have did it
See?
before you said that. I probably would have been like, "Whoa, everybody,
Yeah.
throw the mic into the crowd, boom, bam somebody on the head with it."
Lawsuit.
Exactly.
So my whole thing is-
that's right, man.
in terms of saying all this,
professional. Be
y'all
right.
y'all might not know this, but Spider and everybody at Thursday Night School knows.
TKS, what's up?
I'm an avid Drake slanderer. Okay, like I
See, I didn't know that.
Avid.
He is
So
a
you
avid, avid.
He is a Kanye stan.
I hate Drake.
Oh,
But a
man,
Drake
we have to
slander.
get on you.
You said you
We
hate
gonna have to
Drake?
Get on
I
you
hate
about
Drake
that
as well.
Kanye.
Yo, give me that, bro.
No.
Nah, Drake. I don't hate you, brother. I love you, baby. Drake.
So I'm gonna say this, and this is
Nah,
as a,
he overrated.
this as a DJ, this as somebody who's been in the game for a long time. I don't like Drake, but I'll give him his respect because dude's been the number
he's
one
running it.
in the game for how long? And as a DJ, I'll tell you right now, like when I go home, ain't no Drake on my iTunes. When I'm riding in the car, ain't no Drake in my
But you
car.
can't deny
but
the
when I
club,
go
though.
DJ at the club,
You can't.
how many Drake songs am I dropping, bro? At least 5 in a set. You know what I mean?
Got
so,
to.
so I give him respect. Like as
That is
much
true.
as I'll slander you, but you have done your part for being your character. But like you just said, man's overrated. So when I see something
How
like
you
this
overrated,
happen,
but you running the game?
nah. But here's the thing.
How are you overrated, but you running the game?
He took a song that Michael wrote and put featuring Michael on it.
That was
Messed up. The man in the mirror.
That
was
still
messed
on it. He
up.
could have took. Kanye done took so many records and took
And
everybody's
but
shit.
it wasn't
Michael.
good. It wasn't good.
that's too.
No, that song was a hit. It
And
just
it worked.
happened at the wrong time when that Michael Jackson stuff came out.
It could,
and
yeah.
they slandered him in that documentary.
Marvin's Room work.
and then now they're getting sued right back.
But Marvin's Room went up after that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Marvin's Room.
haters.
Marvin's Room was the jam
Haters.
after that.
No, I mean, I understand what you're saying because at first I wasn't really the hugest Drake fan.
Yeah.
But like, what really made me like, I just want to be successful.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the
bro,
jam.
that to me, that was like, bro, that done got me through, like, you know what I'm saying,
Stress.
through nights, bro. You know what I'm saying? That done got me through hustling, like, that
And
done
you
got me through
could
everything.
you could thank Trey
So-
Songz for that, not
Nah.
Drake for that. You know what I mean? Because without that
Drake's
hook,
record,
without
fam.
that hook, all right.
I
Without,
wish Soulja Boy was here to tell us what he thinks.
thank you. Where's Soulja Boy, dog? Where's Drake?
He stole my flow.
No, but I'll say this, like all slander.
That's me.
All slander aside, because I gotta have an unbiased opinion on it too.
Thank you.
I will say that getting booed at a festival,
It's tough.
That's bad. Like, I'm not gonna say it's wrong, because there's people who literally go out there. I'm from the EDM festival world, so I know DJs that just are trash.
Yeah.
And there are people that will literally go there and like, you are trash, I'm walking out, and like do something
Turn
like
their
that,
back and leave,
flick
yeah.
them off, stuff like that. So I know when crowds don't like somebody, and if you don't like somebody, that's how you react. So I'm not hating on the crowd in that, but all I'm gonna say is, for you to get booed at a festival, that's like, it's hard and it's tough. And but the reason I state it's tough and it's hard, right, is because it makes so much more weight and so much more value that the biggest superstar in the world just got booed off stage at a very small festival. So the reason I say that's a big deal is because, that shows that no matter what you think about that crowd, that's authenticity right there.
But also, you can't. It's not Drake's fault. He wasn't bad.
No,
it was the crowd's attitude towards, we not getting Frank.
Yeah, but mind you, and I do think it is a part of them expecting Frank.
Yeah.
But mind you, this is the same festival where last year they had Pusha T as one of the biggest headliners. Y'all know Pusha T and Drake got beef, obviously, right? Pusha T on the back of his screen at Camp Flog Gnaw last year had a sign that said F Drake. And the crowd cheered crazy for it.
But also, you know that Tyler, the creator, throughout the history of his music, has thrown bars.
But my point is, at that same festival in 2018, they had a performer who was notably against Drake perform with the sign on that said F Drake. Did they boo him? No, because that's the
true.
type of
A lot
crowd.
of those same people was there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that same crowd is going to be at this festival. So my whole point is, I don't hate the crowd for that. Whether you expecting Frank, whether you just a Drake hater,
they kept the same energy.
They kept the same energy. That's real.
At the end of the day, this is going to be a good thing for Drake.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what
I was going to say. I think
he's going to make 10 hits off of this.
Bro, this is good for everybody. I think for Camp Flog Gnaw, it showed y'all kept that same energy. Y'all was real. Y'all wasn't just cheering for Pusha T and then cheering for Drake the next year.
Saying that is
you know what I mean? That's real as hell.
I didn't even know about the Pusha T thing.
Exactly. And when you think about it, what other festival would ever boo Drake?
It's very hard to find that one.
Name one rapper where you bring him out at a festival and he gets booed.
That's true.
So my point is, you are right, and I think it's a win for both teams. I think Camp Flog Gnaw, they just showed the whole world, the Twitter world, the internet world. They're like, yo, we real fans.
But also the fact that Tyler had to go off on the fans. It's his.
But you have to.
His audience. He had to.
Yeah, you have to do it. And I think, look, everybody did everything right. So the fans, they booed the person they didn't want to see.
Yeah.
Drake, he handled it as a professional. Yeah. He went on the next day on Instagram, posted a picture saying, "Hey, I just signed a 10-year deal at Camp Flog Gnaw, so all y'all kids, y'all gonna see me till you 30." Like he being petty with it, so he gonna win off that. He ain't really signed a deal, but he just getting the buzz. And then Tyler had to come out and go on Twitter and be like, "Yo, I'm disappointed in y'all fans. Like, this is the biggest artist. I love this guy. Y'all should love him because I love him." But then he also said in the tweet, he's like, low key, that issue was kind of funny. That's my point. Like, Tyler's being real about it too. He's not just being a politically correct rapper, like trying to defend the biggest rapper.
That's why they love him for
legit. He's super authentic. So I think at the end of the day, everybody won. But as a Drake slanderer, that was the greatest thing to see. Let me tell y'all. I'm gonna cut his mic. Hey, I went to EDC Orlando this weekend, right?
Oh yeah.
My favorite festival moment this weekend was Drake getting booed.
You weren't even at that festival.
Wasn't even at that festival. Had nothing to do with EDC Orlando. I'm just saying.
I'm about to cut you.
I went to EDC Orlando, and the only festival moment that I remember was Drake getting booed when I came home. My
man being authentic. See,
just being honest. So, but at the end of the day,
was that the only part of the festival you can remember?
We ain't got to go there. We ain't got to go by my memory from EDC. You know what I mean?
Ain't gonna
do that. But shout out to Tyler. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to the Camp Flog Gnaw crew, because that was a funny moment. Like, I came home from a festival and just read headlines. Drake gets booed off stage, and I'm like, but even that's hilarious.
When we look at it from the artist point of view, it's hard.
That's tough.
That's thousands of people.
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, versus a showcase or something or a concert. It's maybe a couple.
Nah, it's a different one is never different than the other, man. Getting booed is but it's all part of the game, man.
Yeah.
Everybody gets booed sometimes.
Yeah, he handled it right, man. Like, for the biggest artists,
I've been booed before.
Yeah. Okay, how'd you handle it, bro?
I just didn't care.
Just kept performing. Just went through it.
Just went through it.
There you go.
I was dancing.
Like, I'm a jug in
That's hard. That's even harder though than me on the mic, because like at least on the mic you can you have some say so. You can be like, "Hey man, shut up." Man. You know what I mean?
But the crazy thing about it wasn't the audience; it was the people I was dancing with.
Why would they boo you?
Just booing.
They trash.
Oh man, that's great. No, I'd have been booed. I'd have been booed,
Michael
man.
Jackson flicked them off. I would have done something.
It happens, man. It happens to the best of us.
It does. It does.
It does.
Yeah.
So what else we got, man? Moving on into hip hop.
Moving on, man. We're gonna talk some Florida music, man.
Some Florida.
Florida.
music.
We are a Florida podcast.
We are Florida
Orlando
podcast.
podcast.
Orlando podcast.
Central
You
Florida.
already know Central Florida.
You know
All
what I'm saying?
day.
So,
What's going on?
One of the biggest artists of Florida, the youngest up and comers.
Yes, sir.
We do know him as Young Kodak Black.
Project Baby.
Young Lil Bill.
From my hood, man. From 954. Shout out.
954.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So,
What's up, bro?
we do know he's been going through some legal troubles lately. We do also know that during Rolling Loud, he
Yes.
got caught up with the gun charge, right?
Yeah. Second time he was not able to perform.
So he did get sentenced for that. He is looking at I think a minimum or maximum of 4 years.
I think
4 years, about 44 months. in
44,
total.
42.
Equals about 4
And he
years.
still actually at this time still has to go back to be sent back to South Carolina to be sentenced for that one.
Yes.
Not to be sentenced. He's still gonna go to trial.
Go
for
to
that
trial.
one.
Okay, trial.
You know, but still, that's not a good.
It's not looking good.
You already doing 4 years
Already
off
doing 4
one.
years.
And then
Off rip, yeah.
And then what we know about that situation is not just that what the judge handed down to Kodak through his ruling. I actually have it right here on my Instagram. Is what he said to Kodak because I think this is very poignant in what he said.
yeah, it was.
Very poignant.
It's very judgy. I mean,
But it's legit. The judge.
I mean, yeah,
Stop
obviously.
judging me, Judge.
The judge told Kodak, young people do stupid things, but the problem is that you've been doing stupid things since you were 15. 4 years. Clang.
And people don't know Kodak Black is how old right now?
He's
22 something.
23.
So
Yeah.
for solid, he's 22 years old. Solid 7 years, this kid really been in the game. No Flocking came out right when he was like 16 years
Yep.
old.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And the judge isn't wrong for saying that. You know what I mean? And this is Kodak. This is from Pompano. This is from my hood. Like I love the dude. I rep for the dude all the time. But like, bruh, you gotta
fucking
stop
up.
getting in trouble, bruh.
You have
like,
you have too big of an opportunity.
and we talked about this multiple times in the past, you know, when he was like now getting arrested for some of these things. Like, you need to start putting the right people around you, man. You start associating yourself with the same people who aren't trying to go forward. You got to go forward. And that's Kodak's biggest problem. We see it. He don't deal with the labels. He does the stupidest, ignorant stuff. We make memes of it. You know what I mean? Like, he has stupid, funny videos on Instagram Live, but all of that is fun and dandy until something like this happens. So, my man, yo, you got to get some better people around you, man. You got to, for real, get with a label, is my opinion, with Kodak.
No,
man.
I don't even think it's with the label.
Because they'll save him, man. They'll back him up.
He's with Atlantic.
He with Atlantic.
He with Atlantic, but it's just
You
that-
don't follow them.
I mean, you can't make somebody. You can't control somebody. You know what I'm saying? If somebody want to do but whatever. I don't know the whole story or whatever, but whatever he was like, you know what I'm saying, doing or whatever. I guess whoever them people was that he was doing it to or whatever had probably did something real crazy to
They was
cause
hot.
him to
They was
react
hot.
that type of way.
Yeah.
So we don't know the real, the meat of the story. But yes, to be in that situation, you being the one that first of all, the whole getting the guns from the gun store and stuff.
Crazy, bro.
You should have asked the OG about that. That was
You
not
should
a good
know
idea.
the law, bro. You should know the
You're
law,
on camera,
bro.
you're going in there. They know who you are,
Bruh,
bro. He thought because he changed his name that but I don't know.
But
he
it's
could have easily
simple
had
things, though.
somebody go and get everything that he needs
For you.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
legit.
And in that way, when you do what you do, you throw it in the grass. It ain't got nothing to do with you, baby. That's called a throwaway.
That's what kind of kills me, man, is the fact that that's how we grew up. You always had somebody that would get it for you. You always had somebody that wrap up for you. You always have somebody that could be there for you in case. So you the big shot, you don't get your name
That's the
involved.
money. How
yeah,
y'all let- how
I'm
y'all
the
let the
money.
money get
Yeah,
messed
I'm the
up?
money. So y'all got to do this for me, and it was understood. If you get caught, if you get locked up, you out. I got you. Don't worry about it because you are doing me a favor by protecting this money. When did it switch into the money having to be that same person?
No, I feel like Kodak is.
I don't like that.
I think
it's like that.
I think what happened is it's the need of authenticity in this world of social media.
Exactly though.
So the whole thing is I gotta be authentic. I can't let somebody see me.
But you can't put that on social. The most authentic thing
Yeah.
you can't put on social media.
You feel me?
We live in the social
The street
media
still be the
world.
same thing. Like back in the day, the streets will talk about it.
But no,
it's not gonna be on social media.
He's the same kid who was waving around like Chief Keef, waving around around guns in the music video.
Yeah.
But think about it.
It's the same
All the things
thing.
that they're saying, they're basically saying that he came and shot up the projects. We did not hear nothing about Kodak shooting up no projects. A
true.
superstar hopping out the whip and niggas knowing
That's true.
They're like, hey, that was Kodak, bro.
That's true.
We ain't hear nothing about that, bro, until like they came out with all the evidence, whatever else they had, bro. So the realest things you cannot put on social media. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? I don't think it's just a social media. Maybe
It's
it was
just
just him, bro. That
generation
he
mentality.
just
No.
wanted to be the man.
But no, I'm just
handle
saying
his
no.
business. I don't know.
But still, at the end of the day, you can't let that be a thing that colors your actions. You know what I mean? The need of the social media need right now for people who want to be seen as I am that, I am hard, I am the guy. They have to consistently. Social media makes them need for them to consistently prove that. Always are consistently proving it. They gotta put the. They
I know
gotta
what
put
you're
the.
saying.
You gotta dress it up. You know what I mean? There's a reason why you don't see. For better example, Russ, his need to
He beating people up all the time, bro.
for his idea to people stop playing me, I need to be the guy punch people in the fucking mouth. You know what I mean? When he has security could be like, okay, handle that. I'm not even touching nobody. I ain't getting no assault charge. Guap Dad could really literally, because it's on camera, file an assault case, and they
Yeah,
go
but that'd be the end of his career. So they know what they're doing.
No,
You know?
Guap Dad. Think about what you understand. Guap Dad's not. He never said he's a scammer. So he's like him.
No. I'm saying, but him pressing charges would be the end of his. You press charges for somebody punch you in the face, bro. You can't.
And
You can't be a
jump by
rapper.
the security
We
guard?
got. Nah, bro.
You
We
can't
gotta
jump by
set. We gotta set some
6'9",
lines.
290
You can't be a
pound
rapper,
niggas.
bro.
Palmer Lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm holding.
I'm saying you talking about Russ. If you press the charges on, I don't know. Yeah, bro. I don't know about all that. I'm saying I don't
he's
know
a
about-
rapper. He can't say nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about all that. But I'm saying that the whole thing with Kodak is, I mean, that's what I thought when I thought about it. I'm like, dang, bro, you could have easily had, like, somebody, help you out a lot of different ways with that.
And that's what I mean when I
But
say
I don't know.
you got to have the right people around you, man. Because
That's true.
that's just that's literally comes down to you not having the right people, bro.
Master P tried to teach him. He didn't want to listen.
That's Kodak. He don't want to listen to no OG. He's made that, and that's cool. I get it. I promise you, when he does ignorant stuff like that, I mean that word at its very literal term, because that is how South Florida people are. Like, I know every time he's done something, I'm like, I get it. You get what I'm saying? When he did the Lauren London comment, he was like, I'm gonna give Lauren London some time before I holler at her.
And people
like
still
that.
think that wasn't flagrant to say.
Yeah. People who are from South Florida, especially, they're like, yeah, I know 5 people from Pompano that would say that same thing. So
exactly.
so I get his ignorance in a sense. It's not justifiable.
Yeah.
But
Nah,
I understand.
Kodak is flawed, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's why he, is who he is, because like he just, I don't know, like he represents like how a lot of people
Absolutely.
here think, act,
Absolutely.
walk, talk,
Say
everything
yeah,
else.
exactly. Absolutely.
so-
I 100% agree. So his authenticity is still real. Like,
But that's Florida, dog. That's how we live down here.
Yeah,
bro.
legit.
Like
But-
you,
yeah,
he,
legit.
so he knew what he was doing, bro.
Yeah, but
He knew what he was saying.
But
He knew
you
He
have to take that.
read it. That's the difference, though, between Kodak and all these. I'm not saying any other. We don't have to say names.
Yeah.
but we know people, other rappers from other places. You know what I'm saying? And what happens when they get jammed up or pinched or whatever? It's well, him, her, she, I. You know what I mean? But Kodak knew what he knew the risk that he was taking.
Absolutely.
When you were with Florida, and I know what you're talking about down south, y'all living fast. Like y'all got a whole nother way y'all moving.
absolutely.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
from Duval, man. We know how it is.
Same
Baby. Jack
thing
and
with-
killed
No, but
Florida.
but Duval is even is more even like. I don't want to say more cutthroat, but just there's less other flashy things around, so that's all it is to do is shoot.
Cutthroat.
You know what I'm saying? So, but South Florida is more on like, when I say fast, I mean like y'all boys on that. Y'all be on that hustle. Y'all on that. Y'all that finesse. You know what I'm saying? So I got respect for y'all. I rock with you. I rock with South Florida.
and that's what I'm saying. I still got respect for Kodak. It's like Project Baby. I get it, but it's like, yo, you got to have the right people with you.
But
No, that's
let's,
true.
let's put it this way. At the end of the day,
somebody should have took that charge.
somebody took it.
Somebody should have took that charge. Somebody could have got the bangers that he needed.
But
You know what I'm saying?
But if he wants to be successful, continue to be successful in the music game.
That's what I'm saying.
You're going to have to make a decision if you want to be fuck with the streets or you want to make this money.
Nah, he was trying to. I guess I don't know. He needed some protection or whatever. Maybe we don't know the story, bro. Maybe they tricked him, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe the guys at the gun store was like, "Yeah, you're cool, man. Got you, man. You're Kodak. I know."
Man, nah,
Don't
but
worry,
still.
I'll hook you up, man.
Still, that's on him. Yeah, because bro, you should know the law in terms of having felony charges and being on probation, trying to get
Yeah,
fired.
but if somebody telling you at the gun store to work at the gun store, like, bro, you good? You
Bro,
cool,
that's
I
like
got
going
you.
to the drug dealer and being like, nah, this weed's good. It's going to make you pass your drug test tomorrow.
And Chino, you better stop cracking jokes about Kodak. And here you talking about he from Aussie. I'm from Aussie. We don't play. Get out of here.
He said he going to drop the soap. Oh, my God.
Don't. Kodak already beating up the security guards.
Yeah, so Kodak, that's my point. Like, when we talk
good,
about how
man.
ignorant he is, apparently
He beat a CO.
He assaulted a CO by, like,
and beat up two other prisoners.
like punching their balls type stuff. Like I heard it was like a testicular injury
Hey, bro,
that this man
get it
had,
how
a
you
correctional
live.
officer had.
Get it
so.
how you live. The man
But-
was probably
but
doing
all of that
it was
is
probably doing something to him.
But
You know
all
what
of
I'm
that is still what I'm bringing it down to. Like, yo, defend yourself if you got to defend yourself. I ain't
of course.
against that.
But that's on camera, though,
But
in the
bruh,
league.
like
Yeah.
the fact that this still keeps happening to you after a
15
while.
years.
After a while, it comes down to a point where it's like, are you just attracted to this, or are you actually bringing it to you?
Yeah,
and if
that's
you're the cause of it for whatever reason, again, if you're defending yourself, like in that case, or even in the gun part where you're trying to defend yourself and by being strapped, I understand that, but it still comes down to your decision as to how are you going to do it. You know what I
And
mean?
even
that's
at that
true.
point,
You just gotta move.
You can
gotta move
hire
smart, man.
You can
gotta move
hire armed
smart,
security.
guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta move smart. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, but if you're handling business like that, you're not using armed security. But at the same time, how you acquire these things, just I don't know if I'm
Just
break it all
look
the way
smart.
down to y'all. Y'all know what's up. You know what I mean? but I'm telling you, like we have to learn from. Maybe people will learn from that mistake. But what the movement that I am on is the Thinking Thug movement.
You know what I'm explain
saying?
it, brother. Explain it.
I mean, basically the way I feel is like, I would love, I'm a peaceful person. You know what I'm saying? I would love for everything to be conducted peacefully.
Yes.
And everything like that. But sometimes you have to, get down how you get down, move how you got to move, you know what I'm saying? Shake
he's
your
saying
move
a lot
little bit
without saying a lot.
sometimes. You got to do some things that
He's
you
a
got to
thinking
do.
thug.
Whatever you got to do, you know what I mean? Do what you got to do, but just be smart about it.
Absolutely.
Think smart, you know what I'm saying? Because like, look how a lot of rappers name themselves after like mafia people and stuff like that. Like how gangsters move, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Gangsters, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like how there's a way to move about things, and I think that social media, the one which you're talking about with social media, I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're basically saying is that like. I don't know why people feel like that social media is like this, that there's like a invisible veil that is like in between this thing right here and actual life. They're like, oh, well, if it was,
They feel
it was on
guarded.
Instagram, so that's not.
Yeah,
I ain't
they
getting
feel
in trouble for
guarded.
this.
Yeah.
I ain't getting in trouble for this. Boom, boom, all the guns. I'm a felon. I got all the guns in my hands. I got. Let me just show you 100
Stupid,
fucking
bro.
racks. You know what I'm saying?
Not even just
When
that.
I don't
People,
have-
the
I
drug
haven't
dealers
filed
putting
taxes
weed.
for 10 years.
The drug dealers putting their drugs on social media is the dumbest thing I've ever.
It's crazy,
People,
dog.
people
That is
jumping
true.
people.
It's
with the
crazy.
camera, with
Yeah,
their
I
face
know.
in the camera.
It's crazy.
Clout is a drug, and that's why that's the name of my next album coming out soon. Clout is a
Ooh,
drug.
first of all, I love that segue.
Yeah.
Second of all, I agree with you, man. I do a lot on my free time of just like research in terms of like things like dopamine, things like social media.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's-
for people who don't know,
that's
look
what
that
it
up,
is.
man. Like if you really don't know those terms, if you really don't know those, like how that affects you, like dopamine's a real drug. You know that it's basically the anticipation of a reward. So imagine how you feel right before you about to have sex. That's dopamine.
Yeah.
Right before you are about to eat something really, really good. That's dopamine. Right before you about to smoke or drink. That's dopamine. Same exact thing happens when you on social media. Right as you're scrolling, why do you think we can't stop scrolling?
Or the likes.
Or the likes,
Yeah,
bro.
that's why
Yeah.
they make the likes. It's you notice, and I noticed that now Instagram started doing that. Or is it just me? Because Twitter, I noticed would do it, and I heard that Twitter does it intently. But it's like when you first log in, your likes don't immediately show up. It takes like a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? For the likes to pop up.
Dang, I know
You what I'm
But
saying?
you also know now Instagram.
And there's a reason they do that is the anticipation of
but
the
Instagram
dopamine.
now is going to. They've been
make
experiencing with
sense.
taking away the likes.
They're not. No, they're just taking away the
likes.
display of likes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You're still gonna have the
Finna
likes.
reboot something.
So, and now that we on this
Say again?
topic, 'cause
Wait 1 second.
Facebook did announce they finna reboot Instagram.
with the
It's
likes.
something like it's just something they made an announcement.
Yeah, and I think that's along the time
Yeah.
with the whole trying to not display the likes thing.
But still, they're gonna you'll know what likes you.
Nah.
Yeah.
Here's
Just
the
won't
thing
be
though.
displayed to
That's
other
not
people.
gonna last, bro. That's not gonna last because what you just said.
What's the reason for it? What's the real reason?
So the reason for it is
People's ego?
Nah, it's because just like we're saying, there is starting to be more research on how likes affect things. You know.
Yeah.
So we all talking about the right thing in terms of dopamine. Like real people get addicted to those likes. Like those.
Social media is what people find their confidence.
Yeah, they and that's the
Like,
baddest
you need the
thing.
attention. If they liking it, then
They
you
feel
got their
confident.
attention.
Yeah, and that's horrible.
Yeah,
Like
that's
all these models, guy or girl on Instagram,
Everybody want to be Kim Kardashian.
they getting that confidence from dropping like thirst
but-
pics and things like that and getting all these likes.
But the thing is, you're still gonna get that hit a like. But I guess people comparing their likes to your likes.
No,
will be
but
different.
what I'm saying is in terms of the display thing, they're trying to be healthy. That's why I'm explaining how the dopamine is involved with likes.
exactly.
What Instagram is aiming to do with removing the likes is remove the mental health aspect of it.
But you're still gonna see your likes though.
No, but here's the thing though, because it's not gonna work. Because Instagram is founded on likes, it's founded on marketing, it's founded on ads. All of those are only solely if you see the likes and see the followers of somebody.
Yeah.
So nobody can be considered an influencer if they don't have 30,000 likes on their photo. How are you going to be an influencer if I don't know how many people are actually
don't see your
interacting with your
engagement.
stuff? Yeah, your engagement.
But no,
you could show them.
But no,
you can, but
still have your
that's going to be a
numbers,
whole
though.
different market for Instagram to try and get to. You
But
get what I'm
have- but
saying?
but you still have your.
They don't want you to do that. They don't want these people to
You
be
right.
millionaires off of just.
You right.
Like,
Instagram's
they
getting cut
want
out of that.
they want they part of the pie, bro.
You're right,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
but my whole point is like, unless they come up with a really clever way of how they could introduce it, to me, that's what's founded Instagram. That's what's founded like literally think of any other social media platform that has gotten people this famous or this rich. None have.
No.
None have.
I was.
None have. TikTok is getting up there.
That
but
is true.
TikTok is
Nah,
one-
but TikTok-
next thing.
TikTok
Vines did
but
do
it's,
it,
it's
but
not.
it's
It's
dead.
not.
No,
It's
TikTok
not as engaging as
it's just
Instagram.
like
It's
Vine.
not-
Like
it's not-
TikTok
yeah, it's
gets
just
you that same
quick
type
little
of.
blurbs.
And if you get famous from that, you still have to go into comedy videos like King Bach did from
no,
Vine
I'm
or
saying,
something like that.
It's gonna be.
You gotta-
TikTok is really
you gotta
good for
get it
music
off
artists
of
and stuff.
TikTok.
Off, yeah, and into something else. So, but my whole point is Instagram is like the one that people stay on. You make Instagram videos, you have Instagram pictures.
Instagram is the home of like I think where you like brand yourself. as, like,
Absolutely.
an artist.
Instagram is the
YouTube.
brand. Instagram is the brand. So my point is, with y'all removing likes, I understand the mental health aspect of it because
I don't even think that's. I don't think that that's really.
I don't think it's
that
them just trying to get the pie.
Oh, it's comparing. Oh, I'm comparing my likes to this person like that. That's stupid.
No, but that is
legit.
what is that is legit what happens.
Nah, man, we're turning into some sissies, bro.
Nah,
The
it's
whole
not even
world
that.
is
Look,
so soft.
like being honest
Look
with
at
you,
this person's likes. and
being
not
honest
really
with
not
you,
this
but
person's
with that
likes.
same
Solid.
mentality, right? With that same mentality, that's like saying, okay, well, how you really being affected by cyberbullying? Why don't you just take your computer off? That's the same type of thing.
Nah, that's totally
no, but
different.
people will forever compare themselves. Like, look at these little kids who grew up with nothing but social media in their lives.
Versus us though.
We saw when social media became a thing. We were
Yeah.
all born like 90s. Imagine a kid born year 2000.
But,
So
bruh.
by the time they're 13 years old, 2013, all they have is Instagram. All they do is base their reputation,
And at
their
13 years
friends,
old, they got a
their
phone.
circles, all off of likes,
I didn't do
all
it.
off of friends and followers.
I
So
know what
for
you're
me,
saying.
it's one of those things to where I get what Instagram is trying to do in a positive light. But it ain't gonna work, fam. Like, there's no way that Instagram's gonna stay without likes because this is their foundation of a social media.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know.
They've
I
already-
hate social media,
I mean-
and I'm a 2000 baby, and I hate social media.
Okay, good. So, when were you born exactly?
February 22nd, 2000.
2000. Perfect. Okay, so tell me, why do you hate social media then?
I mean, for me, it ruined friendships and relationships.
That's true.
How so?
You know, like putting personal things on there.
Anything specific
Like
you can share?
screenshots of messages, porno videos.
Bruh, let's be real.
Be
Like,
honest,
that's
yeah.
true.
our generation
All that.
still does all that shit.
And then
So,
you got some girls who think that, all right, you know, Kim Kardashian is basically the biggest person we
Sex
know.
icon, yeah, absolutely.
You got girls who think they supposed to live like her.
Absolutely.
expect you to
I
pay
mean,
for that.
She was a princess before she became a queen on social media.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to do that same route. if that's what
Exactly.
you
She
want.
was a heiress of a millionaire, you know.
No. Kim Kardashian's family was rich because
Her
Rob Kardashian
dad was
represented
O.J. Simpson's lawyer.
lawyer.
So
Yes.
yes, they was breaded up.
And then also
Before
Bruce
everything
Jenner,
and anything.
or Bruce,
Yeah, Bruce
Exactly.
Jenner, her
Bruce-
stepfather,
yeah,
was bred up.
was an Olympic,
was the
Olympic
was
winner.
at one point the greatest athlete.
the
on
greatest athlete in the world. So my point
was
is,
breaded
they
before
come from
anything.
money. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I agree with what
Before
you're
the
saying. saying.
surgery,
Like
before the surgery.
she came, she came from money and was famous and rich and like that before Instagram. So you right now, people are looking up to that. I'll even give you her sisters are better examples. People try and be Kylie, people try and be Kendall, and it's like
booty's all fake.
The youngest one became a billionaire.
yeah,
Millionaire.
Kylie, yeah.
She's worth a billion.
She's worth
She don't have it in
because her
liquid,
makeup
man.
company or whatever.
yeah.
But
She don't
that's
have-
my
she ain't got it in
point.
liquid.
You see headlines like that. You see these girls having the most followers on Instagram, getting the most likes. That's what you start to base your stuff off of as a young person in that generation.
That's
So,
what kind of made me think about the kind of girl I want to bring home.
respect,
There you
dog.
go.
Respect, yo, for real,
Your
man.
mama love you.
Yeah, for real, man.
What, you want to bring home the girl with the most likes? That's what you trying
No.
to say?
No, he's saying he doesn't
I'm
want
just-
that.
Nah, it made him realize.
I want to go with no
wanna be
likes.
seen. You need
No
attention.
friends.
That's
do
what
be
had
real,
me in the
bro. Nah,
situation I
but
was
it's
in
not. It's,
earlier
it's,
this year.
Bruh, but that's like, bro. That's the pros and the cons of anything. Any technology, bro. There's the good part about it, and there's the bad part about it. You know what I'm saying? That's like with the internet as a whole. There's the good part and there's the bad part. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, okay, them doing that, but like what you're saying. So if you're saying that, so what you're saying that they're going to bring it back?
Absolutely.
So what would be the PR then of them saying that we've done the research in people's mental health?
The acting right now, the acting chops.
I know.
That we have to remove the likes for people's mental health, right?
Yeah.
Then what kind of PR are you going to say that? What made you bring it back? Then?
Well, number one is a test. That's the number one PR move for
They
anything.
tested it in Canada. They
Canada
tested it in all these
and
other places.
Netherlands,
So
yeah.
They test.
What did they get from that test? They put the likes back on in Canada.
Exactly.
Wait, they did?
So that proves in my point that they're going to put it back. If they're testing it here and they already tested in Canada and it's back, they're going to put it back
It's
here.
going to be a case by case basis by each.
My whole
country.
point is okay, and I
If they
understand.
ever take the likes off
Maybe
of
for
social
young
media,
kids,
who
but take the
wants to
likes
do it?
off and TV.
Exactly. That's my point. That's what
If
social
they
media
ever take
is
the
for.
likes off social media, who wants it?
That's what people
But
go to it for. It's not
People
just
find
for
confidence in
It's
social
not
media.
just to show off information.
But
It's
let's
for
also-
that comfort
let's
of
also
likes
know
and self-esteem.
that the likes also serve a purpose. They also help the algorithm work to show what to put to the top of the algorithm.
That's true. That's
So
absolutely
yeah,
true.
they're gonna know this stuff. They're just not displaying it to us. It's still gonna be in the system.
The backlash is going to come from the complaints. There's going to be plenty of
Well,
Instagram
the influencer campaign.
influencers
Yeah,
and
definitely,
famous
'cause how-
people.
you're right, though. No, I'm
will
saying that. How
will
would
be
you- yeah, how are you
absolutely
gonna
outraged. How am I
know
gauging
what,
my
you know?
fan base?
I
How
mean,
am
how
I
many followers
how am I
people got?
selling my products with just me knowing? Part of me getting more followers, part of me getting more likes is when people see those likes and see those followers.
And the part of what
that's the
I'm
brands
saying
reaching
why
out to
the part of what
directly.
I'm saying why I disagree with it too is because like, bro, you're not. It's like a fake solution or something. That's what we always do.
I'll give you
Like a
that
fake
too.
solution.
I'll give you that
'Cause
too.
Really, bro, I can still see. Excuse me, how many followers you got? To me, that's a more of a mental thing to know that all right, this person has this many followers
Yeah.
than me. You get
And
what
the
I'm saying?
verified
Yeah,
check.
that
might
was
just,
a
you might
problem.
just hit explore page and get a bunch of likes on some
Yeah.
on something, you know what I mean, and not have, you know what I'm saying, a following like someone. So to me, that would be more of an ego boosting or downing thing. If you see Kylie Jenner has 300 million followers and
The most
you got
important
12,
thing.
you
The
know
most
what I'm
important thing
saying?
is that verified check. Once you get that verified check, you good.
You can get that yourself. You just got to go into settings.
you got to do some trickery to get it. Yeah, I heard some
snap.
stuff.
I'm
But
doing that myself.
Like send your ID and information. It's in the settings.
But you have to be a
You know,
Like,
no
like,
person,
yeah.
public
do it,
figure.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
so I mean, it's just at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. You know, they testing it.
Yeah,
and we'll see what
yeah,
happens.
like I agree with you. Then, if
But-
they're
but
gonna
like-
do it and then just do a test.
like-
but I'm saying so then that shows you that, like I said, it was a fake solution.
Yeah,
because if they
that's
really
my point.
cared,
Yeah,
then they would.
I 100% agree with you.
Keep it away.
It's not. It's not a real solution, but you got to understand because you're talking about PR. This is their PR because they can't. The real solution to fix mental health with social media, remove Instagram.
Fam, look. It's Mark Zuckerberg. Ain't going nowhere.
Well,
okay?
that's my point. But this is how a company thinks. We have something that creates a mental health issue. How do we fix it? Well, we can't fix a mental health issue. Let's act like we're doing it by testing it. Why are we testing something? Because we're going to see how it affects mental
Well,
health.
that's just like the NFL saying, all right, we're going to test these helmets. or
Perfect
whatever,
example.
and then we're
Perfect
going
example.
Back to the old helmet.
Perfect example.
Well,
because
they-
for a moment of clarity, people are like, oh, okay, at least they care. At least they're trying things that are safe. It didn't work out, but at least they tried. We know for a fact this ain't going to work out with Instagram, but people are going to be like, well, at least Instagram tried. What do you recommend them doing?
I just don't. I feel like the backlash could be more because if somebody actually takes 3 seconds to think about it, they could realize and say, well, that's
That's not gonna work.
They didn't, So, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't think it's a good
like you
idea.
said, though, if it's just a test and all that stuff, they tested in Canada. They put it back on in Canada. So are they going to take it back off of Canada too?
It's real complicated.
I don't know. Like it's just to me, just leave it how it is.
I can actually
leave it how it is, and honestly, provide more mental health solutions and opportunities. If that's really what y'all going for, let these kids have at least something to do in terms of to combat it. And I know that's not always a solution.
Maybe it could be an option that you select yourself.
Absolutely, I like that where you don't display it, and I think that's good. Yeah,
or set it like that to a certain age. You know what I'm saying?
Even better.
18,
but you know they be lying about
even
the age on Instagram, fam.
But still, that's still working towards it. Yeah.
They lie about the age on the porn. I always never thought about that. Like the porn sites, it's like enter
Are you
here if
18?
you're over 18. You just click enter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 18. Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah, but y'all,
it's better than just going straight to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's like a little kid, they might see that and be scared and not click it.
That's
you know
true. That's
Some
true.
sites you could just go straight to.
That's
No,
not. Don't promote those. Don't tell. We don't want to hear nothing. Those. No.
Let's move on to the next
My man,
subject. Okay, guys. Before we get out of here, we got to talk about the next biggest news that happened over the week that just really broke out like yesterday.
What it do?
The long-awaited return of Colin Kaepernick, possibly.
Absolutely.
He
Possibly.
come back, man.
Possibly.
Come back, Cap,
Possibly.
come back.
We want to see him back.
So we all
He's gonna
know-
win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, we all know he almost won the Super Bowl.
Wouldn't that would be the best story?
He comes back and wins the Super Bowl.
That would be the best story of America. That would be the middle finger to Donald Trump that he can't do
No,
nothing
it's Donald
about.
Trump. To the owners,
Yeah.
for all
To the
owner-
black,
Yeah.
bald cap.
I
But
agree.
it's all because of him. He put the pressure on them, so much pressure on them that made that if they, had this guy or they don't stand up and change the rules, that they're unpatriotic.
SOBs. But we also know that it's going to be his tryout's going to be this Saturday. 11 teams so far have
But he
committed.
better kill it. He better kill
11
it.
teams so far have committed to it. We do know that it wasn't his. He didn't have a way to negotiate this. Usual tryouts for free agents happen on Tuesdays, Saturday's the day before Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's tough to get a legitimate tryout. He's like, yo, can I get a Tuesday? And folks like, no, you got 2 hours to say yes or no. They gave him 2 hours
Crazy.
to say yes or no. And so his team's been.
Well, you know what? Well, now when I hear that,
How do you feel
honestly,
about
what I think and how I feel about it is that they already know where he's going to be placed. That's why they said it like that. That's why they said you got 2 hours or whatever to, you know what I mean, to basically.
Do you want it or not?
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like now I felt a little bit different when I first heard about it and it was whatever. But just when you said it right then, that's what I thought. That they already know they have a couple teams that are interested, and there's a few, guys or whatever. And if he goes out there and he handles his business, then he's going to be with a team.
All right. And also,
for a one-man tryout, how often does that happen?
him by
Regardless
himself?
what day.
in Atlanta, in perfect conditions in the stadium.
Yeah.
So
Who
also
plays the Falcons this week?
I don't know. Can you look that up for me, Trini?
Yeah, because maybe those two teams, maybe those.
But
it's one
we
of
do
those two
know
teams
that-
that's interested.
Falcons and the Panthers play on Sunday.
Yeah. But we do know.
Not the Panthers, not the Falcons. So.
We do know we got some teams in Florida who need a quarterback.
Yes.
The Bucks and the Dolphins.
Come to Miami.
Well,
Come to
I
Miami,
don't
Cap.
think that they're gonna.
Nah, Florida ain't
replace
picking up Cap.
Jameis.
Nah, he ain't gonna
They're
get
gonna
it.
replace
Man, the
Jameis.
Bucks will get rid of Jameis in a heartbeat to give Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, but
No, I don't think they would in mid-season.
you also got to go back to the
They're giving
ownership
him-
stuff.
Jameis got until the end of this season.
But no, here's what I'm saying. So we do know he got offered to do the AAF.
Yeah.
But they were giving him a base salary of $25,000.
No, why would he do
XFL,
that?
same thing. Base salary.
Why would he do that?
$25,000.
But XFL already said that they were, we're a patriotic league and no one's going to be doing all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
Trump
so.
supports it, so he
So it doesn't
ain't
work.
going to be
Vince
there.
McMahon, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, they is bringing it back next year.
Yeah.
no, the teams already
Vince
got
McMahon.
released.
I might go play for the XFL. Man. For real, y'all laughing.
Knock it out, bro.
It's different from the
Nah,
one.
you do me like
back-
Kodak.
Yeah, they have more
He was
rules
like, I
this
was going to
time,
college,
so
man.
You can't be doing the wrestling moves.
Everybody roasted it.
I wanted to play for them, but I ain't get the scholarship to go to college for it.
It's all good, brother. We can watch it now because I ain't playing my old asses.
My
Not
man, yeah,
playing
my
no
man, my man right here is a college football athlete right here. You know,
Look,
what position you play, bro?
corner and safety. I'm
Corner
too
safety,
old. My
all
knees,
right.
my back, my knees, and my back.
Oh
Okay.
nah, man, XFL, you good for the XFL, man? Them boys, come on, man.
Look.
We getting out there, man. We getting out there. We going.
Look,
We
man.
trying out for the XFL. We
Okay,
going. We going.
I'll watch you
I
try
need
out.
me a good corner.
But of course, it's been Thursday Night School. I really appreciate for everybody for tuning in. I'm your host, DJ Spot of the Dawn, with my host, DJ.
Trini D, they call me Trini D. This has been another episode of Thursday Night School. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you to our guests, man. Shout out to y'all coming in, man.
Hey,
Respect,
yo,
respect.
Shout out to
Nation.
everybody. Have a good night.